Florida, a land consumed by a veil of green. The damp unknown reaching out into the salty blue void. A vast kingdom, ruled by the bizarre, the inquisitive, and the beautiful. Something changed this coastal Eden. Seemingly overnight, at least for those who weren't directly involved, the unexplored expanse of green became home to a new breed of bizarre. The 20th century raped, shaped, and transformed the sleepy peninsula of Florida into a state of simply strange. As U.S. Senator John Randolph said in 1805,
"No one would go to Florida, not even from hell."
Come the turn of the century, Florida was an exotic retreat for the wealthy. The orange and cattle industries flourished thanks to air conditioning and a rail system funded by Henry Flagler and his counterparts. The railways, of course, led to his elaborate resorts and personal estates. This sudden possibility of fluid transport and commerce sparked a new flame in South Florida, which was later nearly extinguished by the federal government, who saw to the nationwide ban of the sale and consumption of alcohol, and suddenly the sunny seaside resorts were in peril. So bootleg rum trade dominated southern Florida, and things kept moving. New infrastructure was built, or not, and a whole new underground trade began in Miami. This attracted the attention of both the authorities and pursuers of said commodities. The state known worldwide for its sand, surf, and ski resorts was about to be elevated to an entirely new altitude. NASA chose Florida's Cape Canaveral as the land from which they would launch their manned spacecraft to a place no human had gone before.
All engine running. Liftoff.
Florida's east coast became the Space Coast, shining a public light upon the state. Its uncharted and relatively cheap real estate caught the eye of one Walt Disney, who would remove some 300 acres of Central Floridian swampland and dump it elsewhere. The land was converted into a teen vacation resort like none other in the world. In 1970, the Magic Kingdom opened, a $100 million theme park that would assist its creator in building an empire conceived upon the shoulders of his imagination. Walt Disney World expanded, bringing in a workforce of over 50,000 employees and an estimated 17 million annual visitors from across the globe. It forever transformed the state in search of identity into a coveted tourist destination and economic powerhouse, granting the greater Florida area the chance to prove its economic plausibility in a growing nation. For better or for worse, structures were erected. The once dormant towns that lay scattered about Florida began a hasty forward movement, an intimate assembly of coincidence, human ingenuity, and a natural beauty permitted Florida's preparation for the coming century that loomed on the horizon.
Well, that was fun.